Good morning, it's Denise here at Junk Journal Junkie UK. Hi, hope everybody's well. Thank you for returning to my channel, or if you're here for the first time, hello, welcome. So today I'm going to do a video on using up book pages, which is part of the challenge from Tatty Treasure and Friends. Now let me get it right. Tatty Treasure and Friends Facebook page. There we go. Got there in the end. And the challenge is basically using up your book pages. Okay, so this is my second video on this. Everything you need to know will be in the links if you don't know about the challenge and you want to join in. Okay, so the eagle-eyed amongst you will have spotted, I don't know if you're getting a bit of a glare, I hope not, or those of you that know, that these are Benningfield. I've brought my Gordon Benningfield, one of his books out, well, the one that I've cut up. I've got several that I won't even cut into, but I've cut into these for the Woodlands series, if you remember. Woodland Wander with Tatty Treasure on YouTube, and my other Woodland journal. So these are from Poems of the Countryside. I've got it here actually, if you've not seen it. But it's a book that's that lovely size that way. So a lot of the pages folded in half for me to make pages out of. But you know, I've taken a few out, and I did say I would use some in the autumn projects, and there's some lovely wintry ones as well for the winter project. So I've pulled a few that I'd like to use up that I thought might be, you know, I might be able to make something from them, or that they'll be good in my autumn journal. Of course, the owl had to make an appearance. Don't really know what I'm going to do with them. I've got a little one or two ideas, but nothing major. This is the whole point of the, you know, using your images to show each other ideas for it. Okay, so I think he's probably going to just be a big journal card because he's right smack in the middle of the page, and he's absolutely beautiful, isn't he? Anyway, yeah, so chalk blue butterfly, I believe, and a beautiful painting, so on the back. I did wonder about making that into, was that the one I was thinking? Obviously no, it wasn't, it was this one. Let me skip ahead then. This one, Autumnal, is the poem, and this is going to go in the autumn journal. Isn't it lovely? So I was thinking, it's not a bad picture on the back actually. I was thinking that would just make a lovely page in the journal if I just trimmed it down, folded it, and put it with my journal pages. And I don't think it will need anything else, so I'll do that, but that'll be a real quickie. Yeah, this one I wondered about and then decided not to. I think that might make a nice journal card. Yeah, I think so. And this one, because he's a beautiful bird, isn't he? But he's got all this on the side of him. That's, you know, it's probably nice painting, but it's nothing. I do hope I'm not making them shine on you. And again, he's smack bang in the middle, so he will have to be a journal card. So those two will have to be, definitely. I mean, I could do other things with them, but I'm needing journal cards. This one, maybe a page then. I don't want too many, do I? And yeah, this is one I was wondering about. This is one I brought all these, just grabbed some papers out of my stash for. I thought because there's a butterfly on each side, I mean, that's beautiful as well, isn't it? I love that. I don't particularly want to cover that up. So I thought that might make a nice notebook, and it could go in the autumn. Yeah, so there's a butterfly on the front and there's a butterfly on the back then. And then we've got the beautiful image in the middle as well. So yeah, I think we'll make that into a notebook. 2 journal cards, a notebook. Definitely just going to trim that down for a, in fact I think I will both of those, just trim them down for pages and leave them with the pages. So I'll just do the one, because you don't need to see me just cut and trim, just so that you can see it as a page, I guess. You'll no doubt, if you stay with me, stay with my channel, watch me, you'll no doubt see it make an appearance. Will that fit across there? Still not quite. Might not even want to make it any shorter actually. Yeah, you'll probably see it make an appearance in the journal anyway. It's quite decent paper as well, so I think I'm central there. Can always trim it down more in the journal should I, should I need to, if it's slightly too big that way. And then obviously that will be on one page, and that can be a short page that side, or I can decide to extend it with something. So I'm just going to put that with my autumn journal, and I won't do this on camera, but I'm going to do exactly the same with that one. Whether it will go in an autumn one or not, I don't know, but the same with that. So these, shall we do the notebook first, because the journal cards are not going to take too much doing, are they? Now I haven't brought my big cutter, and I'm going to need to cut the bottom. So do I go and grab it? I pressed record, yes. Or, I mean, it takes up the entire table. Where shall I put that? I'm starting to fill up again. I need a bit of a square up. Let's fold it and see. Could cut it with my scissors because there's lines, or I could just leave it on. Yeah, I think I might leave it on and then trim the whole thing down together as a piece. Right, so what have we got here? So I brought some bits of cardy things which we don't want yet there for the journal cards. So I've got, I think they're a bit dark. Yeah, these are some rust and, I think they're rust and, I can't remember something else. Rust and coffee stain maybe. I'll show you this one as well. It's a lovely set of papers from, just them on one side of these for journal cards. Junk with Steph, yeah. And they're reduced at the moment in her shop, so if you're fancying some, she's on Etsy. I'll link her in my description, so you can pop on and have a look. So these are upside down, yeah. These are just some pages out of my Janie B bundle. Don't know how many pages I want. Let's get the white off them, which is always an issue, isn't it? I mean, I could have done that before I came on. The only trouble is it looks like I've organised everything and got everything ready, and I know what I'm doing. And I don't want to give you that impression, because I certainly don't. So I hope you're all well today. Hope you're all enjoying whatever projects it is that you are currently spending your time on, because that's what it's about, the enjoyment. Oh, I should have been looking at the other side, shouldn't I? Yeah. So there's a bigger piece on that side. I might have to go back and check the others. I never learn. I'm getting to the point now where I really want to change my printer and get one that prints to the edge. I waste so much paper, and it's really frustrating when I want a bigger image. It's really bothering me now, so I don't know how much longer I'll hold out. I really don't want to spend money when there's nothing wrong with mine at all, but maybe that's the top then. And that's got a bit of top bit and bottom, hasn't it? So do I think they go? I need the tops cutting off, but I can do that when I bend them over. Where is my little... Yeah, I think I might as well just bend them all over in half, you know what I mean. Fold them in half. Let's use some proper terminology, shall we? I mean, it's a notebook to go in a journal, so I don't want to make it huge. A rose in the background there, I don't know if you can see it, but it kind of looks autumnally because it's fading. The roses fade in autumn, don't they? Just nice sagey green colour. A bit William Morrissey, that one. Yep, so now I can chop the white tops off them. I've got some grid paper in the pad here. I wonder if a page of that might... I don't want to make it a standalone notebook. That's the thing. I do want it to go in the journal, so I'm going to take some off the bottoms as well. inside a bit. Oops. Straight would be good. Which one's the bottom there? That one. There'll all be different sizes now, but they're all too big anyway. So let's decide. Yeah, so this is the book with the grid paper in. I think it's really nice vintage grid paper. You can see that the book's all what's the word around the outside? Not distressed, because that's what we do to paper to make it look distressed. Aged, that's it. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Right, let's see if we can put it together and decide what we've got in the middle. Oh, very orangey. Spider's web with dew on it and berries. So yeah, I think a plainish one. So that's quite pinky in there, isn't it? They're all a bit pinky inside actually. Yeah, I think that'll do fine. We don't need to mess, do we? They're all kind of central. So I'm going to fit them with that attached. Trim them with that attached, and then I'll trim them down a little more so they're less than it, if you know what I mean. It'll be easier than measuring if you've seen me measure. Up you go, up you go. About there. Okay. So, yeah, I think that's just a nice thickness there. So they just want to be down a tiny bit more inside. Yeah, it's quite a few pages to cut through, so oops, it don't like that edge. Let's do it down here a little bit. Don't know if the blade's getting worn out up there, or it's just the sheer amount of, oh, gone under. Yeah, so it's quite a bit smaller now. That should tuck in nicely. Right, and I think I'm going to sew it in. Yeah, you can see those cut edges. What do we think? Do we like that plain one there? Yeah, I think so. Because then it gets really fancy inside, doesn't it? Yeah. So, do I need to hold it still while I sew it? Probably. Let's do it the proper way, shall we? Don't want to waste the lovely image by making a mess of the sewing. I've got another one of those. That's it. You shouldn't move now. Yeah, so I may distress the edges when it goes in the journal, but I'm not going to. Right, what autumnal colour shall we go with? Are they a bit? I think they're going to be a bit heavy. I just use ordinary thread. I did have some lovely orange cotton thread, but I don't know what I've done with it. I'm just looking in cottons. It's not in there. No, I think I'm going to have to do it in one of these then. We'll go with a dark brown, I think, so it doesn't stand out so much. And I'm thinking I might just pop 2 holes through and yeah, tie it in the middle. Oh dear, I nearly choked myself then, talking and swallowing at the same time. I probably won't even have to use the awl, I'll just go straight through it. Where's the lid off that one? don't know. Probably just go straight through. So I'm not going to need much, am I? Yes, my red scissors are still here, bless them. I really ought to think about getting a new pair because in ready. Because if anything happens to them, if they suddenly fall apart, I'll be stuck really. Okay, so I want to fasten it inside though, I think, still. Do I? Yeah, I think it'll go in and out of a pocket better, won't it? So, that should, oops, just go straight through, yeah. Oh! And then where do I want it? Out there. Oh, I wanted it a bit lower than that, but never mind. Ouch. Doesn't seem to want to tie. Well, it's only a notebook, it doesn't matter really if it's loose, does it, to that extent? Because it does seem to be. Oh dear. Perhaps it's not. Let's try that again without so much zeal in it. See, take these off because they're rattling. I just want a tiny bow with my big fingers. That's as tiny as it gets. Yep, that'll fold in there neatly, I think. Oh yeah, it's blended in really well. You can barely see that's there. Okay, so that's a notebook out of one. Yeah, I'm not liking the white particularly, but I don't know that I want to cut it off. I probably will just ink it. Yeah, sweet. So that'll be a nice addition to one of the journals. Lovely. Okay, let's go with this because I just love it. So, what size do we want him? Sorry, it's time for the chopper again. So he's going to make a nice sideways one, isn't he? I only want the actual owl really though. I don't want all that. I want him in the middle though. What's that, 11 centimetres? Can take all the edge off. Yeah, it's even nicer now, there's less rounding, in my opinion. Okay, so what we're going to back him onto, we have got, like I said, those rusty ones that are quite light because I've done, I mean there's some dark ones but I've printed the lighter ones off. I think that's the lightest. It is a bit owl feather like, isn't it? I'm going to go with that actually. I mean I've got craft card and stuff under there, but yeah, I think you can write on that. Lost me chopper for a minute. Just going to take the white end off, of course. I quite like this dark edge here, so I think if I chop the bottom with the scissors and then I can put him on this edge, get some of that nice darkness in. Sorry if that's really high up in your face. Starting to feel a little bit autumnal here today. It's I don't know, it's not sunny. It's not dark, but it's not sunny, so it's kind of yeah, season change kind of day. So, you know, I've got my towels on the line and there's a little bit of a breeze, so they're going to dry, but they're not going to dry quick like they do in the summer. They're going to take probably most of the day. I haven't looked at a temperature, so I don't know what the temperature is. I just wanted to see what it looked like with a little bit of, because it would give it a bit of strength, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think we'll have a little, mat it a little bit, as it were. Just to save the edge of this. Just a little, not a lot. Yeah. It's a pretty piece. What do I do with that top? So I'm still getting ready for my 4 days away somewhere in a hotel. Looking forward to being pampered a bit and having my hubby all to myself for a while. That'll be nice. He's definitely ready for a break. He's tired. Works a lot, bless him. Right, what shall we go on with? So it is, oh, beautiful picture on the back. It has got a shiny back. I'm not going to glue it, I don't think. But I don't think I'll have time to get it on there with the art glitter, so I'm going to go with, not let me down yet, I'm going to go with this glue stick. The oh, that is such a beautiful picture as well now it's been cut down. Yes, the Scotch glue stick. Oops. Preferably not a big blob. I don't know if you can see that from off camera. I think you probably can. I'm just noticing some beautiful blues on that picture as I'm gluing it. What a shame. However, if you've been with me, you will know, or maybe you need me to remind you, that I do have another copy of this book that won't ever be cut up, because I ordered it on, I can't remember if it was Abe Books, I think. Anyway, one of the book places. And when it arrived, it was signed to somebody, not to me, but it was signed to somebody by Gordon Benningfield himself. I was waiting for it for my journal as well. See, I want to be able to move that without glitter glue. So I just have to remind myself when I'm sad that I'm putting a picture behind like that. But I've got a whole new book, full book to look at if I want to. And somebody's going to have the benefit of seeing this beautiful picture in a journal who may not have the Gordon Benningfield books. So, yeah, that's making me feel better. I've got that lovely dark edge there now, but I want it all round. Let's have a bit more of this juicy Lucy on it. Yeah, I think that'll be written on, no problem. And again, it's going to go in the nature stash. It might end up with a label or something, who knows. But we'll leave it to dry and do its thing. Okay, good, we're doing well. Yeah, so this one's going to be journal card as well. This one's a whole different colour palette though, really, isn't it? Mind, let's get it cut down because they are tending to look quite different once they're smaller. I mean, this one has got more green leaves around, but I'm just cutting for there for now. Do we want him any bigger than? I think oops. Cut him there and decide which way we want to trim him, if any. I think that's a bit big at the minute, but I didn't want to make him one-sided, as it were. rid of that a minute. Oh, yeah. You really do focus in on the, you know, the main focus of the picture when the rest is gone, don't you? I do think I want him that big now. I do like the greenery around him. What have we got? Oh, it's 13 centimetres. He's a little bit big, just a little bit. If I can take a centimetre off this side. Go to 12, shall we? Well, oh, I was going to say that's not straight. That one up. Yeah. It should fit in a journal there. Please fit. Yep. Yeah, happy with that. Crash bang wallop. Okay, so I want a slightly different background on him, I think, don't I? Don't want them all the same. Got some darker ones. Or I could put him on craft and then then we can decorate the back of him, can't we, when we're ready to use him. So I might do the same again. I might matte him. Do I want to ink that is the question. And if so, what colour do I want to ink it with? The colours do change on the craft card anyway, don't they? They soak them up. I might try the vintage photo. I think it has got a, well, I find it's got a bit of a slightly green. Where did I put the other mark? Can't see it. Oh, there. Oh, that's chunky. A slightly green tint, I was going to say, to it, I feel. So we'll go with that. We'll go with vintage photo. And then what have we decided to do on the back will go, won't it? No, that's not it. Okay, let's do it with the, oops. Let's do it with the bush. We might get a better result. Yeah, like I suspected, it's not that dark on the craft card, but the colour is going on there, you can see. I think you can see. I don't want to go really dark and grungy. Can always put a line of the dark round it when it's done and it's got a home and we know where it's going. So guys, what are you making with your book pages? Can't wait to see it. So for those of you that don't know, they're posted, the pictures are posted at the end of the month, because it's just a month challenge. They all go up on Facebook. Some people put them up beforehand to see, but they have to go up at the end of the challenge for you to be entered in the draw, the prize draw. So I'm interested to know, there's a lot of people that put them up during the month that you can see, but I'm interested to know what everyone's up to. And I'd love some ideas for my Benningfields book if you've got any pictures. Yeah. What did we, oh, I left the lid off it. Okay, this can be the glue page now. And again, it's focused. He did like his pictures in the middle, didn't he? Looks like it's got a crease down there. That must have been the focus of that picture. Beautiful. Oops. So when I've done this, which is very soon, I'm going to go and have a nice cup of tea and a soak in the bath, because I have spent my morning cleaning up. Well, no, let's not tell a fib on camera. I've spent the last hour cleaning up, you know, housework, that thing that interferes with crafting. Got some, yeah, I've got some glue on the front of that, look. How did I manage that? Luckily, because it's got a shiny coating, it's come off without ripping the paper. Yeah, that light is, it's a bit dull, and I've got my light on. I do hope it's not spoiling your view of the pictures. Yeah, love that. Wonder how long I've been filming. Is it about half an hour? So we have got time if we want to do something with this. So journal card, or no, I don't think we want it as a journal card. It's quite a small image, isn't it? Nothing much on the back of it though. Kind of needs framing. What can we make you into? A pocket, do you think? It's small enough to be a pocket, isn't it? Let's just cut it down. See if that, because I'm pretty sure now I don't want it as a page. I'll bring that page piece in so you can have a look at all the others. Just cut the picture down for now and then see. I'm just wondering if, yes, let's make it thinner. If we could make it the back of a pocket. We don't want that on the top, do we? Is that not very straight? Let's try that one again. Oops. So, what we're going to use for the pocket that's going on the front of it. So we only want something small down there. Should we use some book page that we're trying to use up? Where is that? Oh, I've got that. I'd like to use a page of the book page if I can find it. Oh, can't be far. Well. Let me just collect all the stuff that I've just spread myself around with and see if I can find it. Oh, excuse my tummy rumbling. I cannot. Oh dear. What was that? Ah. These, remember? Okay. Let's yes, I've got tummy rumbles now. It's mid-afternoon, so I'm not it's not lunchtime or anything. And we can put a piece of this on. Ooh. And then it can be, it doesn't need to be very high, does it? It can be sorry if that clattered. Yes, what can it be? It can be decorated. Goodness me. On the front. Oh, excuse me. Do we like it? Let's just fold it over and see. See if we're going to like it. I was a bit gung-ho with that side, wasn't I? Left myself much there. I think we might need to do that again. That's just asking for trouble, isn't it? Let's see if I can find a page that's all text at the bottom or the top. That is. Oops. I don't know what's up with my tummy, but it's making some noises. And I do apologise because the microphone is right on my throat really. So I don't know if you're getting a very large blast of them. I do hope not. Right, I'm just trying to get an idea of what it's going to look like if I decide if I like it. So I don't want it quite low. Oops, squeak. That's what I wanted to do so I could cut a divot out. Oh, grumble, grumble. Oh, I've already had it out. So, I'm going to measure because I've learnt my lesson for this week about off-central divots. So about 10. I'm wondering if it's... I probably should have folded it over, shouldn't I? It'd be a good idea if you looked, Denise, what you were doing. I did fold you quite a long way. So now I've made the pocket quite low down, but I really want that picture to pop out, as it were. Let's just try a bit of ink as well. Oh, shall we try a lot of ink? Gosh. I don't know why my daubers are so juicy at the minute, but they are. It's a nice greeny colour anyway, so it ties in. Oh, yeah, that's better already, isn't it? Yeah, I like it now, and obviously something on it, don't know what yet, but right, shall we stick it down like that? It just gives it a bit more stability, doesn't it? Do those sides first, I think. It's not too thick, so I can double fold it. It's not going to create a problem there that I'm going to have to, you know, cut the edges out. Normally you would cut that little bit out there, but this is crafting on the fly. Oops. A bit more glue on my desk. Not on my desk, on my green mat. That is more glue than mat now. Let's get it, otherwise I'll put something in it. Right, so now what am I going to have on the front of it? Have I got anything here that I can find? I must have something, mustn't I? I don't want butterflies, but I might like, oh goodness me, I might like a flower. I'll probably have to stop filming in a minute and go get a drink because I don't know what's going on, but I am gurgling and etc. Sorry, you like to see, don't you? Can I put them on? Put them on this. Here we go. Right, there may not be anything here that I want because obviously it's got a flower on it, but I'll just see if there's a bit of greenery or... I already like that, but it's going to need a lot of trimming around, isn't it? Obviously it's way too big, but maybe that bit in the corner. Whoops. So that we can see the text behind it, so get a lot of the white out, which is going to be quite a job. I'm tempted to turn the camera off and come back when I've cut it out, but it's a lot of work joining the film together just for that. guess it's a bit like watching paint dry for you guys, and it's very fiddly for me with my arm round you, getting in and seeing what I'm doing. I'll persevere with it. I suppose you could always fast forward me, watch me cut it in double speed or something. I just hope to goodness it's what I want when I've cut round it, and I'm not being too fussy with my fussy cutting, because I'm rushing. And concentrating a little bit, hence the silence. I think when I've got halfway around, I'll put it on and make sure it's what I want before. I don't know what I was thinking when I put this in the box. Probably I'll never cut round that. Right. Oops. Oh, not halfway round. I missed half of that off. Not sure what it is actually. It's just lots of green leafery. Leafery. Oh yeah, I've hacked a few bits off there. Well, it is autumn. The leaves do fall. Oh. It is actually quite nice when it's cut out, I have to say. Right, let's see if I can move a little bit quicker. I think that was the worst bit there. Yeah, get that big bit of, oh, can I? It's kind of joined, I have to glue it back together. Because I can't have that big white piece in the middle. And then I link it with the brush with the vintage photo on, so that a lot of the white, or hopefully all of the white that's left, fades into the background. And we should have a pretty little bush, twig, I don't know what it is, plant. Embellishment is what it is. Whoopsie. Oh, sorry guys, are you still here? Are you bored yet? Perhaps just that bit there would do. I think it will, you know. I think if I cut that off there. Right, hope I'm not making a big mistake here. It's gone. It was too big, wasn't it? Sorry if you can hear them talking next door, a bit loud. Stopped now. Maybe having a little shout at each other. Right, so I'm nearly there. Bear with me. Just one more tiny bit. And now I've got it up into my face a bit, so you probably can't see. Come out. Come out, come out, come out. Oh. Come out. Yes, definitely some noise coming from next door. Oh, I don't know how I get all those in there, you know. It's time I use some of these flowers up. Might have to, now I could use them up on those book pages, couldn't I, and make some. I might leave them out and have a little play. Okay. Was it worth it? Yeah, I think so. Right, I'm going to use this little bit of book page here. Oh, what's that? Monotremata. Looks like a hedgehog with a long nose. Where's my little brush? Right, we probably should have been gone ages ago. I've been at it a while now. From that half an hour. Yeah, so that's vintage photo on there, so it's got a bit of a yellowy tint behind it now, instead of the white. And I think just a label up there and we're done. Right, this is going to be fun, isn't it? I've seen people put this on the back of the hands and drag the thing through it, but I couldn't. You're going to laugh, but I couldn't bear all that glue on the back of my hand. It drives me mad. Fingertips are one thing. I can cope with it on my fingertips. I am a messy crafter. I mean, not yesterday, the day before, I was using some of my gold ink. That's going to need wiping. And about 2 hours later, while we were having tea, I just noticed I had it all just above my elbow on my arm, so I'd obviously lent on something. Now I think that was worth it. I really like that on there, with that book page behind it, really like it, but it does need a label. I'm still on the quest for some bigger labels. I've got lots of little Tracy labels here, but I want some bigger generic ones. I think these are the numbers as well. Right, we don't really want green, do we? Oh, blue. We've got one that says July and a date. Is that too blue? I'm liking the type. Oh, what's this? No, I'm liking the type on there. Figure 13 is, I think, is F, isn't it? So I think we'll go with that. Just trim it down a touch, because it's a bit overpowering. I'll take it down, take some of the blue off. Whoops. And make it a fancy shape by snipping the corners. And then we'll try it again. See if it's the finishing touch. Or if it's too big. It is quite big. No, I'm feeling it's too big, sorry. I need a much smaller one than that, but blue. Less intrusive. So that's a upside down number. That's a smaller one, isn't it? So what do we think to that with something behind it? Or that one? I like that one. Do I want tea bag behind it or not? Oh, sorry. I think I'm going to go no. I'm just going to rub the edges of it on this brush. In case there's any white bits. Don't know that there's much on that brush, but I don't think there is anything. Oh, there is, because it's coloured it. Yeah, I like the fact that it's brought that white down as well. So I know it was only a tidgy-widgy last touch, but oops. Yeah, pleased we did it now. So I know it's not a very really strong pocket at the front, but it's quite thick book page, that. So it's not really, yeah, it's going to be okay. Yeah, and it'll take a nice wide tag, that as well. Okay, so thank you guys for staying with me while I did that long-winded fussy cutting. I hope you like what I did. If you did, please come back and see me again tomorrow. I'm here every day. Thumbs up would be nice if you feel you enjoyed what you saw. If you're not a subscriber and you'd like to watch regular, please subscribe. It means a lot to the channel. And those are the things that we made. Okay, I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.